All right, welcome everybody. Looks like we're going to call these videos Small Cap Rockets Daily. Today's 2/15/2024, so let's get into it. There was definitely some good plays today. Unfortunately, I woke up not feeling all too well. I guess there's just a bug running around, but what are you going to do? I made a little bit of money this morning though, so can't complain. And we're going to keep the daily study sessions going, even if we're not feeling well. You know, I got to be able to feel good enough to show up and get at least 10 minutes of studying doing. Come on. All right. So let's check out today's runners here. People were talking about CH&R, but I'm just not a big fan of China plays. And I really just want to look at some of these true pennies because I know that's what's working, and I don't really feel the need to want to look at these higher price stocks right now. SGMO seems to always be a good stock. Only 6 million in volume, but it always makes a good move, seems like. A lot of these true pennies seems like if they work once, then a few days later they can work again. Just got to keep an eye on the volume and notice that they're spiking basically. You want to run a scanner that's trying to catch these penny stocks that are green on the day with good volume coming in. That's basically the gist of it. But we definitely had a lot of true penny stock movers today, so lots of good opportunities. Unfortunately, like I said, I wasn't feeling very good, so I was a step behind everything today. It was kind of hard to watch, and even though, like I said, it was a small green day, it was kind of annoying to keep missing them over and over, but that's trading for you sometimes. I did not see a UUD earlier, so that's interesting. Maybe some late day runner action here. 10 to 11, that doesn't excite me. Till, so a 10-cent gain basically, but 54 million in volume, so we'll take a look. We're starting to get a lot of examples here, probably just best to call it there. I mean, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I mean, if you have 3 good examples, I mean, we're cooking with grease now, as the kids like to say. But 8 examples, I mean, if they're all very similar, then I'm excited about tomorrow. That's all I have to say about that. All right, so let's start with SIEN. And I know kind of what it looks like, but let's break it down. Let's study this thing. I'm not too interested about the flow or the daily chart. To me, like me and Bryce, we've talked about it at nauseum pretty much. The daily chart is that it's a true penny stock, and that's what interests me. Then what really draws me in is when, this is kind of hard to catch them right here, but you do see this volume, 100,000 on a 1 minute candle, spikes up from, what is that, low of 18 to 20 cents, and it's above VWAP, hovering, and then 70,000 on the break. Yeah, not a lot of volume in between, so it's nothing you want to size into right off the bat, but you might have been able to catch it there if you're really dialed in. Obviously, I wasn't today. I missed everything. And in hindsight, it's going to be tough to look at, but, better to break it down and study it than not. So here we are. trending very nicely, honestly. What is the low on this? 2079. And the low here is 2005. So it doesn't stop you out at all. So yeah, this is amazing. Maybe you don't catch that one, but you definitely should have caught this one if you're really dialed in. And if not that one, this one's pretty good for sure. I mean, if you look at the candles, how fat they are, and look at the volume, this is what really tells you the volume. 137, 147,000, 200,000, 67,000, 360,000, and it goes from 247 to 42. If you're in at 247, so just say 25 to make it easy. 25 risking 21. So 4 cents risk, and it goes from 25 to 42, 25, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. That's 17 cents. And so 4 cents into 17 cents is what? So you get 4 to 1 just on that one little entry. That's nice. And if you built into it, it's a really good trade. What's even cooler about this trade and what I'm really going to be focused on, I'll still look to trade this exact setup tomorrow if I'm good. I won't be super sized up, but once we see something like this and it spikes up, especially if it halts in this 20 to 50 cent range with this nice volume, and look at the volume on the pullback. All these people are chasing the dips, messing around, wasting their time. We get this sideways action. So we got this downtrend, and then we break the downtrend with sideways action. Then we get a strong spike back over VWAP. So obviously the best entry is to wait for the sideways action, and you might take a starter right here. But then you definitely get to add on this stair and this one, and you would take a loss here on this one. So you would lose, you'd win. So this one's break even, this one's a loss. It's not very straightforward, but obviously holds up. Makes a secondary move. Hmm. So what I'm thinking is this entry, and then so the fake out is at high of day. Okay, that's registering with me. Okay, so entries under high of day are good on the first move up, but then we want to wait for a hold of high of day for a possible re-entry. Hmm. It's tough. One, two. All right. Well, we'll circle back to this because I'm not super confident on that. I normally am confident on that, but it's not very straightforward. FIE. You would have made money on it, but you would have made a lot trading it with a stair stepper. So right now I'm just trying to see if I can't find something that's clear that we can take into tomorrow and take advantage of. FFIE. Yeah, see, this was nice early. Kind of the same deal. It's like that first move is really the best Hmm. Yeah, because the secondary move here was also a failure. Okay, so that's not always easiest, but you're just gonna have to trust it. So what you're gonna have to do is, yeah, what's the volume here? 95, 80, 350. Where do we go from 7 cents to so 6.8 to 7? It's not a huge gain, but lots of volume, sideways, stair stepper. You just want to line yourself with what's working. And I don't, that's a trap I see a lot of people fall into, myself included, is trying to force what had been working on what is working. And that's going to make you lose because what is working isn't what was working, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not sounding crazy right now. I mean, it's similar, right? We have the stair steppers, but at the same time, it's different. A lot of times we were dealing with the second legs and they're easier, but these first ones are sneaky, they're quicker, harder, but they're there. So this one goes from originally, we'll say 7 cents to 14 cents. That's 100% gain. I mean, that's huge. And we'll look at the volume. 1 million, 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, 6 million. Yeah, I mean, you can make a huge gain. So say you take 7, risking 6, 7, 10,000 shares. It's $30. You don't add even, let's just say that. So 10,000 shares and you're risking 30 and it goes to 14, that's $700. That's, yeah. All right. This is what is working. All right. We found something here. Now we go back to SIEN. And okay, yeah, this move looks good, right? But it's tricky. This is what worked and worked easily. So you're going to have to take these earlier ones a little bit smaller to start. But then once they keep working, a little bit more size, a little bit more size. And then when you get the big parabolic move, you're looking to start scaling out. Okay. All right. So my main focus tomorrow is early. I like to trade early and then log off anyways. So that's kind of what I do always, anyways. Because I hate to make money and then give it back. I don't know about y'all. SGMO. Let's take a look at you. So we have an end of day runner. Okay, well, we'll circle back to you if there's any more. And again, this is Oki Trade Study Session with a Z, but I'm not going to complain about that. And it's called Small Cap Rockets Daily. You can find it in the Daily Income Trader side tab right there. So SGMO was an end of day. BuzzFeed. Let's see, what did you do? Okay, another early one. This is looking like a really good one here. Okay, so we would have lost here. So if we took it here, you lose. Recurls. That's kind of hard to take though, right there. And then here, I don't like it. I'm gonna avoid this one for now. Curo, Curo. Is that weird? Do y'all say it like that, Curo, or do you just go Curo? Hmm. now we've seen two very similar, so I'm gonna have to go back to that one. What was that? Well, now I forgot the stock. Go back here real quick. What worked today? Like that. Curo, that was it, wasn't it? Sorry, my memories. No, it wasn't Curo. Damn it. Now I'm forgetting which one it was. BuzzFeed, was that it? EZFD? I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. All right, good. Goodness. All right. The reason I'm circling back here is because, all right, so BuzzFeed, what time did this happen? 11:23. Then we have Curo. What time did you happen? Oh, the chart's messed up. Well, that happens sometimes. Forgive me here. What time did you get to spiking? 10:54. BuzzFeed was 11. All right, so Curo was first. All right, and Curo had the loss here. So we had this entry, which pulled under, and it loses right here, right? And then it instantly reclaims and works. Okay, seeing that. And that's the same thing that happens right here on the second one after. So this one happens at 10 o'clock. This one happens at 11. So we get an early fake out, fail, instant recovery. And this one doesn't give you really an opportunity. It kind of does right here, but see, like people were hoping that it would set up on a 3 minute little sideways action move, but it didn't, and you kind of had to chase it as you noticed that it wasn't going to happen. So people are definitely catching on to these true penny stocks moving, and that's kind of why it's harder. I'm noticing that. Maybe I do kind of have to start adapting intraday in the sense where if I take a loss on one, watch and then see if it recovers and spikes, and then if another one sets up, don't take that first entry, but if it fails and resets up instantly like the other one, well then you hop in. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense to me. All right. Hope that makes sense to y'all. AUD. And these study sessions are going on a little bit longer than normal, but normal than I wanted, I should say. I guess I always forget to change that. But I don't think it's going to hurt anybody to start off with a little bit longer, really breaking down what I'm doing here, study sessions. Okay, so this one's really light volume. End of the day, but makes the move. That one's kind of reminding me of this end of day scenario, right? End of day. Good thing I kept you around, huh? So this is all light volume, and we're kind of like, all right, we don't know what to do with this. But then after it breaks down, we're like, okay, if it can reset up, we obviously get this. But then this one fails, doesn't it? But it's just a quick, so maybe it was kind of a misprint. Because that works. That holds here. Higher there. Higher here. Get out there. So there's definitely some opportunity for the day. Volume. I mean, it's decent. 30,000, 100,000, 250. Moving after hours here, actually, huh? All right, we'll take a look at one more here. Obviously, these penny stocks are moving well. Hell. Okay. Hell. Here, if I actually see the stock that I took a trade on today, what did I trade today? Um, did I not write it down? I had to. I guess I wrote down all of them except for the last trade that I took. I know it's in here. I scalped it till 78 to 80. Okay, so it was till. That was the trade I actually did take. All right. I didn't write it down. Let me write that down. Always have to track your trades here. So on 2/15/24 till I bought it at, where did I buy it? Pretty cool, breaking down a trade that I forgot I took. Like I said, I wasn't feeling that great. Kind of a midday move here, wasn't it? 78. What time did I? Yeah, so right here. Okay, I remember now. So right here, where I got in, and then I also added right there. It's kind of a little bit more wide than I wanted, but had some solid size from right here. And then I added here, knowing that this was break even if I lost on this. So I used some extra size here because I felt confident in it. And then I sold it up at 80 right here. So tight risk, good size, a little bit wider risk. But since I was up, I felt comfortable in adding. Because if it would have popped up and then failed, I probably would have just cut some of this add down here, up here for a win kind of deal. But anyways, it was a real nice victory on stock that didn't even make that big of a move based on the tight risk. But yeah, let me write the win down here. And what time is this? 1:11. Wow. Well, 1:11 is when I traded that. Interesting. Well, that's written down, however you pronounce it. What I missed was obviously we had this wedge, which I'm not trading wedges right now, but we get a move off the wedge, and then we stair step. Let's zoom into this here. So that's an entry versus here, here, here. If you could have lost on that one, so that was break even, but it doesn't really break down, instantly recovers. So that's something we're seeing is it's not being super easy on us. And that's a lot of ads here. Let's check out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you cut. So you get break even on this one, small loss on this one, you know, a big victory from all these, or these two. And then the recovery is where the best victory is. Well, not always, but on a lot of them for sure. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's a really big victory. All right, so what is my goal tomorrow? Because that's what I kind of want to end the videos with. Is what am I really looking to do tomorrow? Well, I know this was a really good trade. And again, like the other ones, right? Stops out here, instant recovers. Okay, so, all right. This isn't rocket science, right? So the goal is, what time is this here? Vertical. Look at that. 10:30. Vertical. 10:30. Wow, okay. Looking at the time here. 10:30 there. We're trying to see what moves at what time are happening. 30, vertical. 30. Honestly, that's way past 10:30. 10:30. All right. I see what's going on here. So before 10:30, I'm willing to trade stair steppers as many ads as it takes. And I'm gonna have to start off a little bit smaller. So if I'm normally risking 100 or whatever, something like that, then I would just probably risk 50. And this one, you could double up. Now you're risking 100. And then at this point, now we're cooking again. You could potentially risk 200. I mean, you made it 1,000, 1,500 bucks right here. Okay, so that's the early move. Before 10:30, I'm willing to add to the stair steppers how they normally are. FFIE before 10:30. Clean, 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 clean. So before 10:30, I'm willing to trade it. But after 10:30, what do I want to do? I don't want to take the first entry. Nope. I don't even know if I want to take the second entry. What I want to do is I want to see it fail an entry and instantly reclaim. If it instantly reclaims, then I pretty much just want to hop in, I think. I might just take a starter on the instant reclaim, something like that. And then as it keeps going up, and then make sure it's not pulling back. And okay, same thing here. After 10:30, I'm looking to pass on that first entry, but once it fails and instant reclaims, I want to get back in. All right, we're after 10:30, so this one proved us wrong, so it made a huge move, which means that we're just looking to stair step it like normal. But again, actually, no, well, this one did fail. And then the best move was after a failure. Okay, so no matter what, after 10:30, we wait for a failure to instantly reclaim, and then that's when we get in. All right. So this one, we waited for a failure, we just miss it. So we're not going to consider you. This one would have been a miss too. But then again, Today I wasn't looking for a miss. I was looking for just normal stair steppers based off what had worked the previous day. So that's why some days you'll actually lose. Nothing works every time, but I believe that if you're adapting like I am, studying every day, you're going to be in a way better position. All right. So the goal is trade stair steppers like normal before 10:30, but after 10:30 we wait for a failure and then we want to hop back in for the instant reload. All right. That's a pretty simple idea. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the study session. I'll see y'all tomorrow in Small Cap Rockets room. All right.